Around the world in a single day. For just one day a year, something happens in Washington, D.C. that is truly of global proportions. This is the time when you can visit embassies from all over the world for the sole reason of wanting to see them. When you go, you may find cultural demonstrations, food, art, costumes, music, and other staples of those countries, almost as if you were physically there. And being embassies, you technically are. If you're lucky, you may even be able to interact with ambassadors themselves. Well, today is that day, and I invite you to join me as we globetrot Embassy Row and the surrounding area without booking a single flight. Grab your passport and let's go! Hey guys, welcome back to Vigoroso, DC, and I am standing in the middle of DuPont Circle. You can see that big fountain in back of me. And right now there's a big event going on right in this area. This is where the majority of the embassies are. And today is the Around the World Embassy Tour event in Washington, D.C. This happens every year, only one day of the year. It's always in May. And in this event, there are usually about 60 embassies that open their doors to the general public. So there are a lot of people standing in a line behind me. As you can see, they are waiting to get a souvenir passport. Now, this is not required to go and visit all of these different embassies. What this is, it looks sort of like a real passport. And basically, they have pages inside that look like passport pages. And you can go around to all the different embassies and get them stamped. So it's kind of like something the National Park Service does the same things. You can get these, I don't know what they call them. Maybe they call them passports also, or booklets, but you go around all the different national park places and get them stamped. So it's basically like this, except they do resemble real American passports. And you go around, you go around the world and get your passport stamped. So they are all waiting in line for that. And that line wraps twice around that fountain back there. So they are extremely popular. And I wanted to pick one of them up to show you guys just exactly what it is. But to be honest, I really don't want to wait on that line. Like, it's cool, but I don't know. I don't get that excited about it. So what I'm hoping is to find one on the ground that somebody has just kind of abandoned. And if we look out like that, I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, we're going to take a bit of a tour around this area. This area around DuPont Circle and a little bit further north is where the majority of the embassies are. But there are embassies scattered kind of further past this one area right here. There are a couple neighborhoods that are close by, like one or two subway stops away. There are also a number of embassies in different areas, such as Georgetown. Georgetown has a few over there. And the Canadian embassy is actually really close to the Capitol building. It's an easy walk from the Canadian embassy to the Capitol. But the Canadian embassy is really the only embassy that is down in that area. And another thing about this specific event today is this is only non-European Union embassies that are involved here, because today is Saturday. Next Saturday, they will have their own special day. That's called EU Open House. And you have all these different European embassies that are open, and it's just the European Union. So today, of course, Great Britain is not part of the EU anymore. They do have their embassy open, and that's probably the most popular one. And that line is going to be insane. So I'm guessing we probably won't end up there on this tour, but we will definitely hit a bunch of others. So stay tuned. We're going to take a little walk around and see the world right here today in the middle of Washington, D.C. And here we get a close-up look of that line I was telling you about. You guys excited?
Yes.
Awesome. It's hard to believe that this line is just to pick up those passports. They also give out maps. So that is just going to cut through here. That is another thing, the maps, but I see people that already have the maps. So I think you get the maps. Yeah, there's a bunch of people on this line that already have the maps. So this is all about just getting the souvenir passport book. And here's a look at the fountain in the middle. This is dedicated to an admiral during the Civil War, Admiral DuPont. So DuPont Circle. Okay, so now we are at the Indonesian embassy, and this statue is really interesting because you have this angel up here at the top, or a goddess, and down here at the bottom are three kids kind of hanging out looking at a book, and the kid off to the very left, that is actually a young Barack Obama because he spent some of his early years in Indonesia. So that's what this statue is. And here's a little look around the area. And they've got some kind of a performance on the inside. So right now we are outside the Kenyan embassy, and this is what's going on over here. They've got all kinds of stands set up back there, little tents. I think they're selling a lot of local products, and this line goes all the way as far back as you can see. So since this event is only one day a year, which is kind of sad, it's cool, but it's sad that it's just the one day. The lines are insane just about anywhere you go. But this is it. When you eventually get to the front of the line, this is where it starts, and then it continues on inside. And, Patagonia. Love that place. And here we have Armenia right here. The banner for the overall general event. Events DC presents Passport DC, Experience the World. And then here is the embassy tour information. And this is for the Republic of Haiti.